Well, I just also want to say, like, thank you so much for coming on the podcast, obviously, and like sharing even super personal stuff. I mean, there's a lot of people who don't want like to share, and that's fine. But I do always say that the more people are able to share vulnerable and, you know, experiences, the more people are able to connect, and it does help people. And something you had said that actually gave me a first time thought. You said you have a power basically like no one else does. Like, you're a recovered 100%. Addict. And it made me realize that what I do is because I'm somebody that, like, I beat depression. I talk about it all the time. I'll never be depressed again because I figured out.
Talk about it.
Yeah. And
be proud of it.
And you say, like, how you can tell, like, when you're talking to somebody, like, if they're with the recovered mindset. And I was like, wow, is that because of how I am and how, like, I say I beat depression? Is that why I'm so able to tell when somebody's really going through it?
Sure.
Or when somebody needs it? Or, like, somebody could be literally just, this happens all the time. It actually happens a lot when I'm, like, out, especially if I'm drinking. And say someone's, like, next to me or whatever. And I just get the feeling of, like, are you okay? And 9 out of 10 times they'll look at me and be like, no. And I'm like, yeah, what is going on? And
what's that called? Empathy.
Yeah. Empath.
Empath.
Yeah. Being when you're super empathetic. And like stuff. Yeah. Oh my God. I literally, if somebody cries, I cry. Like, I'm the same way. I talk about this in counseling. Like, I have a rough time cutting off other people's emotions, making them feel like my own. I've gotten really good at it.
Well, you get an appreciation too. Now, your emotions recently, since you're not depressed, right? Your emotions are different.
Yeah.
So now you do, like, you know, it's crazy, the things I appreciate now.
Yeah.
Like the little things.
Oh my God.
You know
Today I was coming across the bridge and the sky was like blue, orange, and I was like, it's a good day. Like, it's so...
I have moments, man. I have moments where I just grateful fucking moments where I'll be driving and I just, you know.
Yeah. Oh, all the time. And I'll cry. I say I cry all the time. It's not like a sadness cry, but...
sad music. That's so weird to some people, but like when I'm at the gym, I listen to sad music.
Really?
It's like my motivation.
Yeah.
I'm like
feelings, like just feelings. You like listening to other people's feelings and stuff like that. I have it. Well, first of all, me and the universe, God, but I say the universe are like this.
I say the universe a lot too. It's just,
it's
again,
to me,
I don't.
All is one.
Yes.
All is one. Yeah.
Yes.
And so that's that's how I feel about almost like all.
And God's my universe.
Religions.
It is. It's still.
Yes.
But when I say
and I'll
universe,
say God, and I say universe,
it's trees and grass and motor.
Yeah, literally everything. Yes. And I can never express to people how much the universe, God, or whatever, like truly does love me. Like Well,
you're helping people,
and it helps me. Like and so like there's just every day. And there's not a day that goes by that I don't have a moment where something either happens, there's something that syncs up, that's whatever, and I'm just like, oh, wow, okay, this is insane. Like, and
with that becomes you get tests.
Yeah,
you still get tested. You're supposed to get
tested.
Right?
Yeah, we get tested.
You have to.
We get tested.
You understand? You have to. That's the only way that you level up.
And that's what I say. There's nothing that can happen to me that I can't turn around and make myself like a badder bitch. Like I say all the time, a man breaks my heart. Thank you. I'm about to get hotter not because of you, but because now I'm going to tune into myself so much more.
Sure.
I'm about to elevate. Something goes wrong with business. Okay, well, I'm going to go work with somebody that's better than you then, because now I'm going to set my standards up higher. There's anything that happens to you with the right mindset, discipline, self-awareness, self-love, you can turn it and make it your bitch.
And that's why the universe will test you continuously.
Yeah.
That's how you have to level up.
Yeah.
I'm 47 years old. I've been in this, I had the same job for 8 years and it ended. I work for a management company that part of it is over.
Yeah.
So I'm in between waiting for contracts and buildings to get bought and stuff like that. So I'm really, where I forget where I was even going with that.
Just that it's been 8 years, like you're comfortable, everything's fine, and then there's a test that happens.
Well, yeah. So yes, you have tested. I'm 47 years old. I'm still being tested.
Well, you'll be tested for the rest of your life. That's what I always say.
Yes,
because you're never meant to be the same person
100%.
At all your entire life. You're always meant to elevate, and then you die. And then boom, that's fine.
When you're going through it, it's nuts. And you're, sometimes you cry, sometimes you yell, sometimes you break shit.
Oh, well.
But as you grow.
The universe, like when I got hit by that drunk driver, I was like, fuck you, universe.
Sure.
Because I was.
You can give it the finger.
Driving. Oh, yeah.
You can give it the finger. Yeah, absolutely. I tell it to fuck off all the time.
Yep.
And I have a really good sense of like what surrounds me in terms of like the universe. And this gets into like spirituality, but that's just, I would like to say I have like 1 foot here, 1 foot there. I'm very aligned with that kind of stuff. And I almost like, I feel like when I like do that, when I'm like, fuck you, universe, whatever, it's like laughs. It's like, it's okay. Keep going.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like,
you're not hurting its feelings.
No.
Sure.
Or if I'm like, stupid
You're allowed to
shit.
get frustrated, but you have to deal with it.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. And I always usually will say, I very like out loud talk to like myself or whatever it is. I'll always just be like, fuck you, whatever. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. Now what do I do? Like, what am I supposed to do with this? Or like, okay, I'm in a shitty situation. What's the tea? Like, what is the lesson to be learned? Like, what are we going to do about this? And it always happens. Like,
yeah, man. I got not a vision board, but I get an idea. I write it down. I got notes in my phone.
Journaling is so great.
Because I do talk a lot and I speak a lot to people. So if I get little bullet points or I think I made a fucking genius, quote, I'm like, I put it in.
Yeah.
And then I go back and I think about it. You know what I mean? But it's just all life stuff. But you're supposed to be tested. If you're tested, I know people that are in the same job, in the same position, in the same house, and they go to the same Wendy's every night and the same Wawa every morning, and they're comfortable with just, that's fine, right? If you want to do what you do and what I do and what you do and continue to talk to people and help people, you have to go through shit.
Well, you also have to be, I think, you have to be super strong to do that too.
But that's part of it, being tested. The universe is going to make sure you're the one to do this fucking job.
Yeah.
Well, I would hope that the universe by now knows that I am. Thank you very much for the shit that I've gone through, speaking what I speak about. Yes, thank you. I mean, it's so crazy too, because like it does feel really like sometimes debilitating. Right?
Yeah.
Yep. Okay. Debilitating when, you have like, when I first started doing social media, like my family didn't believe in it. They're like, girl, you're going nowhere. You got no degree. You dropped out of college. You're on YouTube saying
like
crazy
mom
shit.
Yeah. You sounded your voice literally
just like my mom. And now my grandfather's like, I love this.
Sure.
Like, you just went on
You
this
just have to
gig.
prove yourself,
You have to
right?
prove yourself. Yeah. And
their family, they
not,
love you. They're
they wanna
in
see
their
the
head.
best.
Yeah.
Sure,
And
like,
it's
what
not
the fuck's
easy.
she doing on a podcast?
And it's hard to prove yourself, I think, too. And you have to be so secure with yourself, because there's going to be points where no one's going to believe in what you're believing in until, like you said, you prove it.
Sure.
Then everybody's
you know what's right and wrong. You know what's going to work. In your head, you have an idea.
Yeah, and as long as you just left foot, I would say left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot. You just got to keep, going.
You're stationed, not stuck. A guy, a pastor, a buddy of mine, Dean, he said to me one time.
Pastor Dean just sounds right.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, good dude.
I feel like it's giving me like the name of like a Netflix movie.
Yeah.
Like Pastor Dean.
That is a good one, right?
Yeah, it just like flows.
Let him write a series.
But yeah, he said, because sometimes you're wondering why am I still stuck here? Why am I still in this room? Why don't I have the bigger set yet? And you're here for a reason. You're stationed, not stuck.
Yeah.
There's a reason I'm here, learning what I'm doing. That's why. Another thing with my life is worked out. So I don't have a 5-year plan. I don't have a 2-year plan. I always have just a continuous pushing plan.
Yeah.
So wherever the Lord takes me, I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Right?
I said, yep.
I've been bounced around a lot. I'm okay with that too, because I get bored real easy with
And
shit,
like,
so.
and
you like change.
Yeah, so being in the security in Atlantic City, I've been involved with like the last 8 years with just the biggest events in Atlantic City. I've ran Boardwalk Hall, Convention Center. I've worked with like all the artists you can think. You know what I mean?
This is my question earlier that I was going to ask you. I wanted to ask you like who's like your favorite celebrity you ever worked with, and
I've worked, honestly,
you've done so many.
Like, I've worked with Wu-Tang. I've worked with Blake Shelton. I've worked with Janet Jackson, Celine Dion, Rod Stewart, Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
Like all these people.
I love Kevin Hart.
Jelly Roll.
Ooh, I love Jelly
and a lot
Roll
of these
well.
guys I've met, and like they're
And they're dope
yeah,
people.
absolutely. It's amazing. Like I found exactly what I should be doing. And I ran, I have like the Warped Tour. I was one of the.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was in charge of the Warped
awesome.
Tour. Me and a couple of security companies, but I had like 400 guards working for me that day.
Wow.
I had 30 supervisors. You know what I mean? It was just an insane.
An army.
30,000 people on a beach.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's fun what I do. I get really excited with some of these events.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
and I've seen it. Like when I went to, I don't know what that bar was, but like I've seen you when you work your job, especially when you're like hands on with the security and stuff like that. Yeah, like she's real deal, and I'm always safe when I'm with TJ. I always think that.
Well, you'll be in AC November 2nd, will you, TJ?
Oh, well, I'm always in AC.
Okay, well,
She
I'll be
comes
there.
she comes to AC now, and I don't even hear from her.
I don't.
It used to be.
I don't go to Atlantic
Didn't
City.
you make a trip? You made a trip recently. I did not see you.
Oh, I did not leave Oceans.
Okay, but it's in Atlantic City.
Oh, that's
It is.
up.
I did. I went down.
Oh, it used to be like I get the tattoos schedules and the lunches and now it's just
I would like to say it's been one time that I didn't text him.
Okay.
It was one because I don't come there if I'm not letting you know that
I
I'm
say to
coming
everybody,
there.
if you come in my city, you ever left.
Yeah, I have to, but no, I did. I went. Marissa and her dad love Oceans, and
Marissa.
he hits the jackpot every time the man steps in
Really?
there. Oh my God,
nice.
I don't know if it's like the bald head genie man, like love you, Dan. Oh, Dan is just lucky, and he's so genuine too. Like, and when he hits it, he's just like, oh man, and it's like so amazing, and
That's
like
his excitement.
yeah, and like he like loves to treat Marissa to like the casino and stuff like that. So now Marissa's like really into it, so she'll have us come down.
Oh, that's awesome.
And so I think I did it for like a night. I didn't make good money waitressing. I had a bill or something. So she was down there and I was like, I'm going to come. I have $20. I got to make it at least up by 100. Like I just got to get a couple whatever.
How fast you lose that 20?
I didn't lose that 20. But me and Marissa.
Don't get used to that.
No, I don't. I don't really.
please.
No, but no, I don't. That was the last time I was in the casino. I do like the casino, but I'm not.
I gambled once.
It's fun.
It was $5, and I said, "Here you go." And I said, "I don't know what I'm doing, so you guys can." It was my friend's 21st,
Yeah.
like 3 years
I've
ago,
seen 10,000
and I was
of
like,
those videos.
"Yeah."
The girls at the roulette table, they're like, I don't know what to do.
I was like, okay.
I know that
lost.
look though,
Yeah.
because I know it's funny. The casinos, you walk into. I know every casino inside and out the back of my hands.
Mm-hmm.
It's funny. I'll be walking through and I'll see somebody, just a couple, just the look. I know the look of lost.
A loss.
So I'll stop and be like, what are you looking for? And they're like, what do you mean? I'm like, I know you're lost.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are lost. No, that $20. We were probably down there for like 3 hours. Marissa is trying to rip me off the machine. I'm like, I'm not giving up. I went from the $20. I went up to like $200. I went back because then that's when you get
And then down
greedy.
to what? Yeah.
And I was like, I can do it. No. And then I went back down to like $2. I went back up to 100 something. Marissa was like, stop it. That's it.
She ripped it
You
out.
made it. Yeah, you're done. You're done.
I
You
can
made
hear-
it.
Ready? Stop it.
Stop it. No, literally, I will never forget. It was like a machine by the left entrance. I'm on the left slot machine. I'm loving the machine. I'm like, I'm going up. Marissa was like, we are going upstairs.
Oh my God, you sound exactly like her. We are going upstairs.
I could
Stop it.
literally, I could picture her right here on my left, literally
know.
cutting me
I can
off.
too.
And I'm like, okay, you're right.
it's so
So,
funny.
yeah, I did, but I do like casinos. But no, I do agree. That's a whole other
It's fun.
addiction
Listen,
problem,
if you
but-
can
Step
curb the
away.
gambling part, and the casinos are fun. It is.
I
You know,
like watching people. I don't.
That's
I
why I
don't
love
know.
it.
I
Yeah,
don't
I
like-
love watching people. I think that's why
I never go with a lot of money. I don't go with the intention of, I don't use a lot of money. I literally, $5, $10, $20. All right, let's see what funnies, whatever. And then if I lose it all, I'm not putting another 20 in.
And you're not that far away. It's not. I like Atlantic City. Again, it's a rock and a hard place. It's love and hate, but I love it because on a Tuesday night I can go to nice restaurants.
You could do
There's always
anything.
a show. There's like
Yeah.
something that me and my wife like to go out. She don't drink either.
Yeah.
It's just just a life choice basically. But we still go out all the time. We do dinners and dancing and shit. So we have fun. We have a lot of fucking fun. We
It's
go to
also
shows.
fun, like people watching.
Yeah.
I love people.
Oh,
And that's-
no! Your whole balcony setup. I'm coming to
telling you,
Atlantic
it's
City,
amazing.
but not for any of Atlantic City. I
You gotta
want the
come on a
balcony
nice
with
summer
the.
night.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like 3 a.m. They got the cars going with the trunks popped and the music. And
I
I'll
love it.
I call it shining them. I'll get my spot. I got spotlights.
Yeah, like
And
the
I just-
real
I
shit.
spot them like this. And then, it works most of the time.
No, I
Don't
do
roll
love
out.
that. It's actually the feel like what you're saying about like on like a random Tuesday. I went out last weekend on Saturday for like the first time, and not like out like clubbing or whatever, because oh God, I can't. The clubbing, I'm just old and retired. I went to like Barcade, and it was so cool to be able to do that till 2 a.m. and you walk out and all the food trucks are all right there and it's
Yeah.
like bang, and then there's like the bars are still, some of the bars are still
Arcade
open.
Area. Like, I love that area. What cheesesteak place is right there?
Across the street in Fishtown, you're talking about, right? It was closed. We wanted to get the cheesesteak.
No way.
They
closed?
they ran out. They like sold out. Like they were like it was like they had a sign on it. But I know what you're talking about. It's
Gino's. Was it Gino's?
It wasn't Gino's. Gino's was 7 minutes away, so you could have been thinking of like the same kind of area, but I was in a different.
No, I
you know what I'm talking about where the barcade's at?
Is right there.
Yeah, I believe so.
I love a good food truck.
I'm still those burrito tacos. They took a minute to come out too, so I knew that they were. That was good. Take your time. What? I'm sitting out here, and then they got this crack. I see. Everybody might be scared of like that or like homeless people. I love them. Like that's fine. I will like. Well, none of them are attacking me. Like you could tell which ones are good or whatever.
Yeah.
But my biggest pet peeve, and it's everyone's to each is their own. So like obviously everybody's wasted. There's dozens of people, and all these. There's like 7 food trucks, and there's like one homeless guy coming back asking like, can anybody buy me a soda? Like everybody's like, no, I don't have any money. As like they're buying food, and I'm like, you can't buy the man the soda that's $1. Like like whatever you feel about it. So I was like, come here. I was like, what do you want? What do you want? Like a Pepsi, a Sprite? He was like, whatever, like whatever's cool. So I'm like, they're literally $1. I was like, do you want 2? He was like, yes. No teeth, whatever. I give him a Sprite and a Coca-Cola. The guys behind me once he walks away goes, we just bought him 3 sodas like 20 minutes ago.
He's probably selling them for $2 right
No. Down the corner, he is knees buckled, head back, guzzling him, crushing against his head.
Oh, he's crushing sodas.
Crushing sodas. Awesome. And I'm like, I love that for him. Yeah.
Well, I got a few around the city. I help out here and there.
Yeah,
I keep some crackers and waters and shit in my trunk.
Well, not last night, the night before, when I was in New York for the movie premiere, there was, again, a guy was sitting on the side street asking somebody for, like, a drink inside or whatever, and everybody's just, like, ignoring him or, like, taking photos of him, whatever. So I was like, yeah, like, what do you want? Like, you want a soda? You want a drink? He was like, yeah, that's fine. And I always get them food. Usually they never want food, though, because and you had said this earlier, kind of like when you're on drugs, you just don't eat. But I always am going to buy it because who knows? You might keep it for a couple days and then maybe want to pick at it. I go and get him a brisk iced tea and a 7-Eleven hot dog, which I hope he didn't eat it because I also got myself one. Horrid, sour, whatever. He gave no fuck about the hot dog, gave no fuck about the drink. He wanted the brown paper bag it came in, put it over his head, put his glasses on, and was like, I'm cooling now. And I was like, you have a great fucking night like that too, sir.
It's amazing.
Yeah. And
it's amazing some of the people. Well, it's...
But like
here's how I explain Atlantic City. If this happened in the difference between like in Riverside or Morristown or Atlantic City.
Yeah.
I'll walk into Atlantic City, 7-Eleven in the morning, go grab a water, and there'll be a naked guy in the corner, like half jacking off or something, just in the 7-Eleven. And I'll just go about my business. I'll get my water and I'll go check out and I'll leave. Yeah. The cops don't get called.
Yeah, no.
They don't care. They don't care.
So what if that happened in your town? Right? There'd be...
I could not
Well, we've been talking about this because I've had to call the cops twice now in Philadelphia, and they don't fucking do shit. But it was crazy. Like the drunk driver, he was severely intoxicated. They didn't care about coming to get a drunk driver. No, I was like in where I live. If I called the cops about a drunk driver, I would have 6 towns here right now in 2.5. And then the one night, somebody pulled one of those anti-trafficking devices, like when you're getting kidnapped. And out front of my apartment, it's going off the alarm. I don't see anybody. Like I didn't know what was going on. I was in my bathroom when it got pulled, but I could see it was a birdie. And it's like I looked it up on Google. It was I did go outside and inspect it, also with the intention of breaking it because it was too loud. Well, I waited 15 minutes and nobody was there, but it was also like, shut the fuck up, like it's screaming. But I didn't know it was a birdie at first. And so when I got close and I saw it. And I Googled it, and it was like made by women for women anti-trafficking device. I was like, and it's a pin you have to like really pull. I was like, oh hell no! Right back inside, and I called Savannah, my best friend, and I was like, am I crazy to call the cops? Because like I don't know. I would not like to think that somebody is doing like a funny prank or that someone thinks this is funny to do. Because one, they're not cheap, so I can't imagine a child having something like this or whatever. I said, but there's no personal belongings. I don't see anybody, but
the situation.
I just was like, I should at least have there be some sort of call report. God forbid if somebody did, they have a time and a place of where it could have happened. So I call the cops. They're like, all right, we'll send somebody out. And this is after my drunk driving incident. I'm like, okay, sir. I sit there. 45 minutes later, a cop comes by, 35 miles per hour.
Just
dude, I was like, oh, guess that was the check-in. Okay, didn't even pick up the alarm. Eventually, somebody ran it over and it stopped. So I was like, all right, I can go to sleep now. I did my part. We'll probably call the cops. I'm like, can you please?
Yeah, but you see the same one, you know. Yeah. I was like, yo, Freddie, how's it hanging? And I got my water and I left.
That's gonna be me after a little bit. I'm already starting to get.
You definitely get used to it.
Yeah,
I have seen some weird stuff when I was younger, when I lived in the city.
Yeah.
And now I'm like the one friend that's like, I'm just gonna keep on walking.
You got?
Yeah.
Oh, you did.
Yeah.
I was watching some girl on her way to school the other day, trying to open up all the cars, and I was like, mine's locked. I'm going inside.
Yeah.
Like, good. Like if I was anywhere else, I'd have been like, yeah, what are you doing? Like, get the fuck to school. But I was like, here.
No.
That's another person's problem.
You just keep your mouth shut.
Yeah.
Yeah, just keep it moving. Yeah.
You guys know we might not do all of it, but we'll just like skip it. We have to do rapid fire though for our best friend, whoever it is that loves to send us our weekly rapid fire. We love you. You were a little late this week. I don't know. We were talking about it. I got a little nervous that we weren't going to get our rapid fire questions on. Last night I saw that they were in, so I was like, yes. So you guys know we like to wrap up the episodes with some like lighthearted convo to kind of like balance it out. We don't ever want to make you guys feel like super emotionally heavy. So everybody knows rapid fire works. Okay. Who dislikes more people? That was last week, right? Or no, is this?
No.
Okay, sorry. Messing up already. Who dislikes more people? I don't know actually. Do you like people? Like, do you like
In
people?
general,
Yes.
yes. I'd like to say yes.
So probably Angelina dislikes more people.
I knew that was coming.
Yeah.
I just don't care for
It's fine.
I have like the empathy. Like I'm a very empathetic person. I mean, I'm going to be a nurse.
Yeah.
Like I have that in me, but when I'm not there and like people, I don't know, people just bother me.
I think it's easier for you to be like, nope, goodbye, done.
Yeah,
done, goodbye.
like you're wasting my time kind of thing.
I feel like I'm either, it's not a like or not like, I'm either on or off.
Yeah.
Like sometimes I'm working, I'm on. I got to talk. I
Yeah.
gotta do this because I'm direct. And then, I like to be quiet when I'm not. But then again, I'm on the phone. Yeah, I feel like I'm always talking. But yeah, in general,
Yeah.
yes, I'd say I like
Yeah.
I love people.
not a love.
I even take the bad ones. Let's figure it out. Let's fix them. Ever heard of the site Girls Ask Guys?
No.
I don't know either, and it freaked me out. All right, we don't, but I will look that up afterwards. Ever left somebody undelivered, ghosted somebody on purpose?
Yeah.
Yes. Ever leave somebody undelivered is like not reading their texts or phone calls or something like that on purpose.
Yeah, 1,000 times. Oh, on purpose?
Yeah, like you're like, I'm not.
Oh yeah,
answering.
well that's kind of that's a move too. Like when you leave somebody on red, not answer an email, not answer a phone call, a text.
Yeah.
It's almost like a mind fucked for the other person.
Yeah.
Because you're like, wait, did they see it?
Yeah.
Or are they thinking about responding?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's almost leaving stuff unread.
It is. It's a mental fuck. That's why people say that ghosting's not nice.
Yeah, I do a 24-hour thing now. Like when I get anything happy, sad, and emotion, I try to wait before I respond. If it's something I'm going to be like, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'll wait. Or if it's like something like, oh, yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
24 hours. Then I'm like, okay, I'll make the decision.
Yeah.
I ignore people by accident. Like I will see it when I'm busy or whatever. But I also am someone that very much, I will just ignore what you said.
Yeah.
I don't have the time for it. Ever have an assumption about somebody and it was totally wrong? I have an assumption sometimes that people are better than they actually are, yes.
Yeah. That.
Yeah, I think it's funny. I use the gym a lot, but there's guys that I'm really good friends with now. For the first few months at the gym, we both just looked at each other like "fuck you." You know what I mean? We both thought we were the tough dudes.
Yeah.
And now we're both like sending like cat memes to each other on Instagram.
Yeah, I like that. I usually, my thing with it is I usually think people are better than they actually are, but usually I do know at the end of the day that they weren't the good person. Like I'm very good at reading people. Cutest player on the Phillies. Boom.
Nick Castellanos.
Dark-haired Italian guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ball girl.
Pretzel or popcorn? Pretzel.
Popcorn.
Oh, pretzels all day.
Popcorn gets stuck in your teeth.
I haven't had popcorn though in forever. I've been craving like a good movie popcorn bag. So right now it's popcorn.
Popcorn. What's your guilty pleasure? Guilty pleasure is like isn't this what is like
guilty pleasures? I guess something
that like is like your little like
it's you love it, but it's not great for you.
Yeah.
Soda, I'd say, is number one of mine.
yeah.
I'm a soda. I'll drink water all day long. Every night I drink soda.
I
Coke,
love
ginger ale.
Oh, so my guilty pleasure
Yeah.
is coffee.
Yeah.
I like coffee will change my entire day around. It will make it better. It will make it.
I drank coffee so long.
Oh, I love it. But I would say like more. I think actually, my guilty pleasure is, like, I like working is like my guilty pleasure. Like it's like the way that like nonstop.
You don't stop.
I don't stop, and
You
I
don't sleep, and that's what's unhealthy. Yeah.
I know. So it would be my guilty pleasure is how I work. Yeah.
Moderation. Happy medium. I get it. Listen, you're preaching to the choir.
I know.
I'm nonstop go all the time.
There is
but
times-
that's what when I say I'm 47 and I'm being tested now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recently, I've had to learn how to slow myself down. I went 8 years. I was in charge of a company with 300 to 500 employees, maybe 50 working at the same time, 24/7.
Yeah.
Answering calls. It's a security too.
Yeah.
So I'm answering calls. So it was like nonstop. And I was in charge of so many things. One day, it was over.
I can't.
I went nuts.
Because it's
I
an abrupt.
didn't know
It's not a slow down stop. It's an abrupt
It was
boom. It's like a
boom.
wall hitting a solid wall.
Yeah.
It was very hard, but it was a test, and I was fucking tested.
I feel like I keep getting like little signs that are like slow down.
Yeah, you'll get them.
And I think I'm like I'm
Me.
trying to.
I'm your side.
You are, and I'm trying to because I feel like the universe
I'm
is
like, go to sleep,
Yeah.
please.
So like last night was one of those nights where I wish I could have stopped and I could not. Like,
But does it work? Is it working? Are you exhausted? Are you?
oh, I'm so exhausted, but it does everything that it pays off. It pays off every single day.
I mean,
it pays
I
off
get
all my
it.
projects.
Because
Like
I can be.
I'll
up
rest.
till-
I'll rest when either I'm dead or in my 50s, and I don't have to worry about anything. Like but I do need to be sleeping more and slowing down because the theme in my lessons in life is that the universe is nice enough that it'll give me a little, and then eventually if I'm not getting it, I get fucked.
Yeah.
It's not nice.
You're going to slow down. It's just naturally going to happen too because it's any hustler does. And it was just years and years of go. And now
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm nonstop. I can't sit in my house more than 2 minutes.
I just
go
mean,
insane.
even the one day I woke up at 12 o'clock and my entire life was over. I was like, I can't believe I woke up at 12. And then I was like, you know what?
And then
I haven't
when
had a
you
rot
slept-
day. I just slept all day long. And I was
Because
like,
you needed that.
But this is what sets you guys apart. This is why we're all sitting here at 6:45 in the morning.
Yeah.
And other people aren't. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
this isn't your hobby, but you
Yeah.
know what I mean? You're not getting paid directly to do this.
to come
Yeah.
sit here
You're
for
doing
this time.
to better your business and better your
Yeah.
brand
And
bring
help
people-
them out and, like, connect
Absolutely.
with them.
So that's
Yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah, 100%. We do.
I wake up to go to the gym at 4:45 in the morning, 5 a.m. because it's the
Yeah.
only time I can go.
And there's other people that wake up. They have to
Yeah.
be at work at 8 a.m.
Yeah.
And they wake up at
7:45, yeah.
You know,
Early bird gets
maybe
the
brush
worm.
their fucking teeth and then run to work.
Yeah.
I love I do like waking up early. I don't wake up. I couldn't do the 4:45. I was doing that a while with her, but I don't sleep.
That's tough.
I
I'll tell you what,
You
that
have
morning
to-
thing, man.
So
you have
actually,
to sleep to be able to
Yeah.
do something like
Yeah,
that. And I
100%.
don't run on enough sleep. I can do a good 6, 7.
I'm up
pushing
late.
it.
I'm up late all the time.
Yeah.
I'm up
I'm
late,
like-
but I'm
yeah.
up late, up early. So it's
Me
a
too.
very slow time. I don't take naps during the day, which is something that I used to really struggle with that. So, but no, it'll be maybe around 8. I'll be like, oh God, I'm really pushing.
It
right
works
now.
for everybody. It's
different.
everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody tells me, "Yo, you're slow down. You're busy."
Yeah.
everyone
That's what they're
says
doing
that
to
to
you.
me.
But I'm okay. I'm always
Yeah.
like, "What are you talking about? I got more time."
Yeah.
Like, to me, I'm
Is
like,
that
yeah,
dude,
like I still get what I want done.
I'm literally we could run on 10 minutes. We're gonna get boom, boom, boom done.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
That's the difference.
It really is, and it's so funny that you say that because I swear the whole sentence of I still got time is
Yeah.
we call it Tyler time, but I found out recently that Tyler time's a little pushing it because I missed the red carpet and
Tyler times.
I was on time. Yeah, Tyler. Well, it's just I just know that regardless of what needs to get done, I'll get it done. So that's the mentality. But I think also when you're doing so many things, you kind of do have to run on your own time. I've tried to get myself
Yeah,
to
you
line
don't
up with
have
everybody
a
other
9 to 5
schedule.
schedule.
Yeah.
And it doesn't I have to run. Otherwise, it's not gonna work out.
Yeah.
I gotta, but I do awareness. I could have a little bit better time management. Definitely could be sleeping a little bit more, but we're up now. I might go home and actually, I just lied about taking naps because I don't actually have anything super booked for the morning. So maybe I will take a little nappy, but.
We can go to breakfast.
We can go to breakfast?
Go after?
Yeah, it's my old job's right next door.
I have time for that.
All right, cool. All right, so we had we had our, you guys know, our anonymous submissions, our would you rathers, but this episode's already filled with a bunch of good stuff. We could do, okay, so I had one for each of us, so I'll do your would you rather. This came from our anonymous submissions.
That's fine.
Would you rather let someone read your mind for a day or read your last text messages you sent out loud on the podcast?
Read my mind?
For a day.
No.
No way.
No.
Anything besides that. Anything. Yeah. So you can, whatever the next statement is, that.
You said I don't even need to know the
I
order.
forget what you said, actually, after that.
It was read your last text messages you sent out loud.
Have at it, Paul.
Not read my
Go
brain.
ahead. Read my text. Do not read my mind.
Honestly, I'm opposite because I don't think about literally anything other than like work, wine.
But there's always
work.
there's always a crazy thing that pops in.
Well, when we talk about, like, people ask us about, like, I mean, if something happens, sure, but then that's just my thought. Sorry, like, not sorry, but no, like, when people ask us questions about, like, have you ever thought about somebody that does this or like looks like this, and I'm like, I don't even know what anybody's ever wearing. Like, I'm here. But I'm always up here, and I'm thinking of the next thing I could do to, like, a project, the next thing I could do, like, for, like, a move or whatever. Actually, I lied. Because of that, I don't want anyone to read my mind because then you're going to take all my ideas. So,
yes.
charge it to the
You
text
thought that,
messages. Yeah.
You
Actually,
don't even
I took it
text
back.
a lot, so it's fine. You do voice memos.
Yeah, that doesn't count.
Yeah,
You
that
didn't say
doesn't
that. Well, okay,
I
we'll
have
do
no
your.
one.
So then we got personal would you rathers. So your personal is, would you rather go on a 3-month diet where you couldn't eat any fried food, artificial sweeteners, dairy, gluten, or would you reveal all the people you had a crush on the podcast?
I diet anyway, so 3-month diet.
So that yours, when I was reading this, I was like, okay, she's gonna pick the 3-month diet.
So I had a question for Michael last night.
Yeah.
It was just out of the blue.
Yeah.
I said, yo, would you rather, so for $1 million,
Okay.
right?
You bringing your own would you rather is my favorite part. Yeah.
$1 million, right? But you got to eat 7-Eleven for 6 months. That's it. Eat and drink 7-Eleven for 6. Now you're out to dinner with your family. Stuff. You're just sitting there. You're still going through life, right? So think about, you're going to say, oh yeah, no problem, I can do it. Now think about not just eating at 7-Eleven, but the rest of the world. Now you're at your functions. You're at your dinners at Vince's, and you know what I mean.
So I have a thing. I think it might be like I don't know what it is, but I get food obsession. I ate for 2 weeks straight. I ate the egg salad sandwiches from 7-Eleven.
That's disgusting.
They're so good.
I'll tell you what, I'm not even going to veto that, right? I understand, because I love egg salad.
I can't.
I could definitely do egg salad from 7-Eleven, but
Oh my god.
the restaurants, you can't do restaurants. You can't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no wine.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
Oh, I'm out.
Everything
I'm
has
out.
to be from 7-Eleven.
No, that's so. That's.
I'm like crazy. Like I don't know. Do they have protein shakes there? Like
no. So no.
I mean, there's probably like the
little
like,
ones that are like $7 for like a bullshit muscle maker that has
for like
a bunch of sugar in it.
I would
sodium.
eat pretzels every day. That's what I would be eating. I could never.
Their pizza, I don't like
hot dogs. I don't.
I love. I think the taquitos.
I'm a hot dogger. Taquitos, I can't. No.
From there.
But
The
I'm a hot
Monterey
dogger.
From
From
7-Eleven doesn't have bad food.
They do.
It depends.
They do.
7-Eleven does have bad.
It depends on what you're getting.
No.
You got to be able to. Maybe you guys don't have the 7-Eleven hookup that I do because that food be banging.
I'm going in for Slurpees.
But also,
I'm a Slurpee.
7-Eleven day, the best day ever. I also said this last night, going on that like live game. I'm not picky about shit. Like I already wasn't super picky, but no, like I really. Nope. I ate leaves. Remember you asked me on the podcast if I would eat bugs? I didn't eat bugs. Yeah, there was like these like little stem things, and if you chewed on them, it tasted like lemon. So when we were in like day 4 of not eating.
That's not
awful.
awful.
Was that like a task?
No, like
she was starving.
I'm saying we're starving
because you just started chomping on leaves.
You
have fucking crackers. You
No,
guys planned for this?
no, it was the
Live game show.
The game show I went on.
Yeah.
You're the survivor, so there's no food the entire time unless you're
really?
eliminated. Oh yeah, I did the 4 days, no food.
Well, I know I followed it, but I didn't know you couldn't eat.
Oh no, we didn't
What kind of
eat.
fucking
We
challenge is
slept. We no shower, no brushing your teeth, no washing. It's
Really?
literally it's the real deal. Yeah, you just
that's horrible.
if you fought, you challenged, you went sleeping bag, woke up.
I'm
I
happy you did the leaves because if you started eating bugs,
I was not.
Awesome.
But that's when I told the story time about the owner guy that like pulled out the gun and was like, "You want to go kill things back there?" We were like, "We're good."
What?
Oh yeah, he was like, "I got a silencer if you want." Oh yeah, he actually.
Where's this at?
Maine, Holton, Maine.
Okay.
No, yeah, it was experience. Then last night he actually snuck out to the last couple people and he fed them, and they like a bunch of random shit, and they took 2 massive rocks because they gave him like bread and stuff, and they used it to make a panini press. So they were making like paninis. Oh yeah, I found them. Thanks. Shout out Dana for growing crazy shit at the house all the time.
Yeah.
We are getting taken into the woods, and I'm like, there's a
know
mint
it's-
patch. There's mint around here. I need the mint because you could chew on it. You could whatever. You could put it in the water.
Yeah.
All that other stuff. And so like then,
Survivalist.
yeah. So then I actually went the one morning. I went and found the mint patch, and I was putting it in my water. I was chewing it. I don't know if it's like a whatever the holistic word would be for putting you to sleep. But the first night when we had the mints and we were chewing it, everybody who ate mint knocked out, and everybody was like, "Did you drug us?" And I was
Sure
like,
it was mint.
"It smelled like it."
Probably shroom in it. Right? Yeah, I found them under couch.
I will say, whatever the patch that I put in my water bottle, that was some good mint. That was, but
We
yeah,
grow mint. I got mint, basil.
yeah, my my mom with her
Yeah,
green
me and
thumb.
her share each other.
Little your plant.
I got my
Oh,
balcony
you would
garden.
love my apartment then because I
God.
just watered and there is definitely like over 100 plants in there. Like
Oh, no kidding.
no joking. I have trees in there. I have palms that come all the way down.
what's the algae that you have to clean out of it? What's
the
those plants
propagating plants? There's like 1,000 propagating plants.
Yeah, Nikki just adds plants randomly.
Yeah.
Like it started with like our living room. There's like 30 plants in our living room now.
I live next to, like literally right next to it is a plant shop, and my roommate before she left, what her thing was they'd put out the ones they didn't want, and she just take them, replant them. I'll show you real quick before we do our outro, but like we have the palms here. You got the palms here. There's
yeah.
a big palm here. It goes all the way around. All the shelves are filled with it.
Oh,
It goes
wow.
around there. It goes up there. Another plant.
Yeah, see, now that's what our place looks like, but
Yeah.
it's 10 times smaller.
And then that's all propagating up there.
I feel like I'm in a jungle.
I do feel like in a jungle,
Yeah.
but I do like it. It's very
I like
nice.
it. Our whole house is like knickknacks. It's funny because we were just talking about the other night, like all the little shelf things.
Yeah.
Just even those and then everything else. We have like our whole hallways all music. So
Oh,
I have, like,
I love
pictures
that.
and records and like our whole house is knickknacks.
Yeah.
Like we want to do our carpets, but I'm like, you understand? Like it's not just a couple couches to move. It's like a table with like 1,000 shells and lava lamps and like.
You're like, that's a lot to
Yeah,
move.
so it's our whole house is knickknacks and plants.
But it's fine. It's
awesome. I
It's
love it.
it's such
I
and like
love
you
it.
look forward to going home, which is such a big thing.
Yeah.
But I just realized you have bacon egg socks on. You ever see the bird that goes bacon egg, or you know what I'm talking about? It dances and it goes bacon eggs, bacon eggs. It gets excited for like
No.
bacon and eggs. Oh my god! Or is it pancake? No, yeah.
I think it is
Bacon egg, bacon
Yeah.
egg, and it literally dances and sings it in the mornings
on
with
TV?
it. It's on the birds on like it's a famous bird on TikTok.
I don't have TikTok.
It goes back. Well, I'll show you after, but it like literally goes on the mom's shoulder, and she's like,
Oh, it's a real bird.
"Oh, it's a real bird."
Oh, I thought this was like a cartoon or
No, it's a real bird. And in the morning when it's time for bacon eggs, and it goes
shit.
bacon eggs, bacon, bacon eggs. No, literally loves it. But we are going to wrap up this episode. Does it feel like we've been filming for 2 hours?
Does not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It does
we're
not.
coming on our 2 hour
I was thinking
mark.
the 2 hour thing. I was like, she's fucking nuts. 7 a.m., 2 hours. I'm like, this.
No, it literally just like flies by.
I slept at Michael's last night. Actually.
You did?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, to make it easier than driving from.
I
Well,
was literally 10 minutes away.
yeah, than driving
Yeah.
from Atlantic City. So yeah, we're gonna do peak and pit real quick to wrap up. My peak would be the New York City movie premiere that I just went to. That was
awesome.
shout out
It looked
YouTube.
fun.
It was like just to be around like celebrities like that and like actors and actresses and the one producer is the producer of one of my favorite movies, All Quiet on the Western Front. So for like to have that person like, and then you have like I'm not a Harry Potter person, but I can understand for Voldemort, whatever, to be right there. And my friend Alex that came with me, she is a big Harry Potter person.
That was huge.
She was like, holy shit. And I was like, this is like, it's really like crazy. And next time, hopefully Angelina will be the one with me.
I was going to say my pit is not being able to go.
Oh, you couldn't go?
I had school.
Some
Life.
YouTube.
You'll be at the bigger one next.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
That's what we always say. And also, it was a weekday one. YouTube will send us to, like, will give us invites to, like, and it was so last minute. They sent it to Monday. It was on Wednesday. They'll give us, like, an LA thing, like, here you can, you can go to like an LA premiere.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the options are there.
Yeah.
But they'll tell us 2 days prior and it'll be like on Wednesday. And she's in an accelerated nursing school program.
You don't have the,
and she's a mom.
Time to
And so
unless we're bringing Savannah to the red carpet, we might as well next time.
Right? Like just bring her on. They would like, what do you mean? And
she's a good baby.
And also if she's on your hip, it's one person. That's what the airplane people say.
Like you know how they wear the different like hats.
She's like, oh yeah, it's my bag.
Accessory.
Yeah. Sorry, my bag talks, but she's really cute when she does. Your voice memo yesterday, and she's like, "Hi."
Oh my!
And you're just talking over. She's like, "Hi," and I'm like, she's so freaking cute. And then she started crying. You're like, I don't know why she's crying, and I was like, probably because you won't let her say hi. But what was your peak then?
My peak is I'm doing really well right now in school, so that's my peak.
Awesome.
Yeah,
that's my peak.
She is doing amazing.
Done. I'm like ready to be done.
We're gonna wrap up this semester. Gonna be great, and then start the new year
you
even
get a
better.
Break after the semester.
This break, yeah.
Yeah.
It's all December, right?
Yeah, so we usually don't get a long break at all, because we're an accelerated program,
so
but
it's
straight through. But December we get the whole month off,
that's
and
awesome.
I'm ready, like
because it's Christmas time. It's so fun.
Yeah,
Santa's coming, like I'm ready.
And that's another thing too. When you put so much work in, like if I sit home on a Sunday with my blinds drawn and the TV on and nothing else, I'm okay with it.
Yeah.
Because you do so
I
much.
haven't had that in so long.
Yeah.
I just can't wait to like just chill
and
like,
be able to like have fun with.
It's even hard to like sometimes even have fun with like doing this and like because it's I'm just thinking about because I want to make sure
just waking up
and it's on the plate, like your plate's so full that it doesn't feel like it. Because when you had that tiny little break when we were in between seasons, though, it was so much, you were having so much more fun, like being creative and like thinking about things. And you're like, my brain's back to me.
Yeah, like my business brain like comes back and I'm like, oh my God, thank you. Like, but yesterday my daughter napped for like 2 hours and she never naps when I'm just home. She like senses I'm home. And I text Tyler and it's like business stuff, and she's like, "Oh my God, you got a minute?"
Yeah, I was like, I loved it, and what she was doing was super cute too. I'm not gonna say it, but yeah, she was doing something that she's been talking about wanting to do, and we've been, you know, like, but it just with the time in school, and so she's like, I had some time, and it was like, yes, and it was so freaking cute once you sit down and like able to do it. And then what about for you for Peak and Pit?
Peak, I guess. Just in general life, man, I'm doing good right now. I'm happy where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm comfortable where I'm at. Like I said, I just went through some shit and came out on the other side, and I'm good. I'm just mentally ready to fucking go. I literally just said that.
You're like,
I made him the other day.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm ready to fucking go.
Yeah.
Whatever you hand me now, let's fucking go.
I've been calm, cool, collected. Now let's
go.
Yeah. That's how.
So that's it. Yeah. That's the.
And we don't force pits on people, but do you have a pit or? The only reason we kind of like share pits is that like it's one of those relatable things sometimes with people.
I'm trying to think like.
But we don't force it. If you don't have one, then you don't have one, and that's.
I guess I mean my pit was or is just the downtime now. I have to. Literally, I had to figure out a way to fill my time.
Yeah, seashells.
And that's literally that's almost kind of what happened. That's a big part of it.
Yeah.
But I was just finding my time. My pit, I guess, is just the downtime I was dealing with, but. Again, that was a little test, man. I just feel like I had to. It made
you hang out with yourself just a little bit longer and slower.
Yeah. And that's a big thing, man. You got to learn how to be alone.
We talk about this. You have to be.
That's when things start happening.
You can't expect for other people to keep feeling like you have to have your cup full on your own. Self-love, all that stuff.
I use the word selfish all the time.
You do have to be.
It's not a bad thing.
No,
I have to be selfish.
Selfish with good intentions is perfectly fine. Now, if you're selfish with malicious intentions, then you're a malicious person. But no, you do have to be selfish. Like, that's how I feel when, even if I get like certain, like say that a birthday party and someone that really means a lot, but I got shit I have to do. I'm so sorry. I got shit I have to do. Like, you know whatever. Or if I don't want to go,
understand, or they won't. And it is. Listen, as you go, you're going to be leaving people behind. Yeah. It's just what happens. I believe that I've gotten to a point where that has gotten. It's not a bad thing.
No, it's not, because the people that replace those people.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Shout out Casey Gates.
I'm going to be, I don't know when, soon, but I'm going to be sitting down I'm paying for this.
Yeah.
I'm going to be sitting down in a circle of millionaires in a room like this and just discussing ideas.
Yep.
I'm not a millionaire.
No.
But I have millionaire friends.
Exactly.
I do.
Who you surround yourself with.
Yeah.
And they took the place of the shitty people that you had around your circle.
You know, it might not even be shitty. It's just
or outgrew.
You outgrew it.
They're not on the same
caliber
as you anymore. And these could be best friends. These could be childhood.
Well, some people like living on like an average just Joe type of life, and it is, but I want more. Or you have the people that, me and Angelina, we talk from experience of having very negative people around us.
Sure.
And when you want so much better for yourself, I don't want to hear, I don't know. And sometimes it's not even necessarily the person. It could be like what they choose to surround themselves with. And we talk about that, like the one girl that was like, my best friend is doing this with this guy, and I'm so sick of having that surrounded by me and affecting my relationships. Like, I just don't want to be friends with.
You want to be the person that walks into the room and everybody's like, or you walk in the room and it's like, Tyler's here. I can't talk to her.
Yeah, I love that.
Who the fuck do you want to talk to? It's like, I'm fucking pissed off at work, and I'm there.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I walk into the gym and
you're like that
people,
too.
I look at them and I'm like, I almost leave sometimes when there's certain people there.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just don't want the negative energy.
You're like that too, though. When you might think that like people don't like me, whatever, but you're not somebody that people walk into a room and go, like even like my friends, they're like, it's like I love Angelina. Yeah, you're definitely. And I think also when we step into the room for the podcast, I mean every Sunday everybody's like, yes. And like it'd be, imagine if we were doing the episodes, everyone's like, oh, they posted again. Like it's even through the phone, they're not. They're like. I mean, we have the people who literally watch us. I literally love you guys so much. We say this all the time, but it's just so crazy. We have passed 50 anonymous submissions, and we aren't even.
Really?
Yes. And like
we
month.
We still have.
Listen, the biggest podcast started right here, just like this.
Yeah.
All the ones I'm a podcast. I listen to a lot of them.
And our stats are the equivalent of most on the average of 3 years in.
No shit.
Yeah. So like our merch and stuff like that, we've already done paid sponsorships, and it's definitely
you're doing your things.
Yeah. We have a good feeling.
It is.
It's a really good feeling.
Exciting, right?
It is.
Oh,
exciting.
It is, because it's just like you never know, and we do our highlight clips, and it's some of them like. Anytime she does nursing school clips, they always do good because people relate so well. And I love seeing when people relate. Even silly things. I was talking about how I used to kill my Sims in a certain way. And some girl commented on the TikTok. She goes, you just got to follow for me right there, crazy bitch. Like, I love that shit. Yeah. I saw one girl as a childhood friend on Instagram go, like, I'm screaming. What is this?
You'll get a crowd. You'll get a demographic.
It's just nice to, and it's our demographics 50-50. We actually on YouTube carry all males.
No shit.
Yeah. You can tell. You can tell. Yeah. And then we have usually 50-50 female, and Instagram's more on the female side. So it's just interesting.
You get a nice mix.
All the people we connected. That was what we want. We wanted a mix.
Well, again, it's just like anything else, man. If you're doing it for the right reason, you're positive. Positivity is what I fucking preach, man.
And that's what we do here. Yes, we might talk about some things, but we like to, keep the vibes. And people leave us such good comments on the anonymous submissions, like favorite podcasts out there. Wish you guys dropped 3 episodes a week. Wish you guys talked for 3 hours. But
good energy,
Yes, we are going to. Miss Angela has to go to school.
Yeah.
So we are going to wrap up. We love you guys. Stay tuned for Mini Mike posting schedule TBD, because the NFL kicks us off of our Sunday schedule because
I know
they bully us like literally out of the schedule, out of our usual schedule.
I'd rather watch you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Can you guys start acting like that too?
Please.
Thank you. So we'll see you guys next Sunday. We are going
next Monday.
Sunday.
No, because we have mini mics.
I thought Mini Mike.
I have mini mics. You're going to be
on the wedding. We also have to double record next week.
Yep. Okay.
We have a lot going on. Yeah. We'll see you guys when we see you. Love you. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media platforms. That is always linked on all of our things. And send in your anonymous submissions, you crazy people.
Yes.
We love you over here.
Crazy's better, right?
Yes. I mean, who wants boring?
Yeah.
Bye. Love you guys.
Bye.
That was awesome.